It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Bryce Young. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 68 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They go play action. Young. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
First down, Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Young from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Young. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And so far, a very good drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Richardson back to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talked about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 74 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing, establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Will Anderson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now here's Young. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, Young. That is caught. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Young will set to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Young off the play fake. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Alberto, his first touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 3.
Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Mills. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Young now. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The play fake. Now Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Albert Okueburam with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense,
They're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And running with power here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Young. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
2nd down and 10.
Here is Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young on 3rd down. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw again. Young. And that'll be caught by Tony. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Young now from the 50. His throw incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go play action. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's taken on the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will Anderson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is taken at the 23. 14 seconds, all that's left of this 1st half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando. 3. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Young. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second.
There is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Young to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Young's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Young to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mills. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Open man right side is Tony.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now here's Young. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Trayvon Walker
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Third and long for Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's complete to Tony. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the air with Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Richardson to the air on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Over the middle, complete. it's Campbell. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. Caught on a slant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense back out there. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Will Anderson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Richardson looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Young. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw. Richardson. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
Staying on his feet.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 16
Richardson.
yard line.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he stopped immediately there.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Mills. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd down, Mills. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle.